Welcome back to Goldwynn Dinner Club. I'm Grif.
I'm Parker. That last, we're so past it, but you went, see you later. On the last episode. I'm like, what?
Did you ever see, do you know who Jim Cramer is?
Mad Money?
Mad Money guy.
Yeah.
Buy,
sell, woo, that dude, right?
I watched this clip from him today where he was just like slurring everything he was saying. It was so funny.
Oh no. I'm just like, oh no, that is probably not good for him.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't think that's funny.
No, I mean, you know, there's that famous clip of Bertation and Darrison, and I know people felt bad for that news reporter, and it turned out she was fine. So who knows? Maybe he's...
Who? The what?
There's this news report where she's like, well, we had a very hebe Darrison pebble. And everyone's like, oh.
Oh, well, that sounds like a medical issue.
It ended up not being one. She was fine.
Oh.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I just got turned around again. Like, I'm forgetting where to go with the hammer, and I just made a big loop like an idiot. I think I need to go to the door.
That room is exactly like a room from Wind Waker.
I think I need to go to the room on the right. It's funny.
Don't you have a map?
It's so incredibly unhelpful in this game. It takes forever to get to. Like, I know, I've played it enough. I know where to go. Okay, I just needed to... I got turned around because I couldn't remember whether I had done something, so we're good. This is only going to get worse as I age. I'm going to be like 70. I got turned around. Oh, no. Trying to play Zelda, and they're going to be like, there's a new Zelda. You play with your mind, Grandpa. And I'm going to say,
do you think
I don't want it.
That they could ever make a Zelda game so good that you would never revisit this one again?
No.
Like, it would put this game to so much shame.
Well, I think that the issue with that is it implies that there's anything to be ashamed about with this game to begin with, and there isn't. And I'm not saying
that you know of. You can't even remember it. You forgot the whole game.
I understand what you're saying, but they literally made a Link Between Worlds, which on paper is better than this game in every way, but I'm still here playing it, and I love it. So,
Link Between Worlds is really good.
It's very good. It's perfect.
Man, they really should put that on the Switch. People would play
single
the
Zelda
holy
game.
Heck out of it.
Every single Zelda game should be there. So, all of which is to say, I'm saying no, but not because it couldn't be better. I'm saying it could, and it already has. But that's not why I come back and play this. It's because I genuinely enjoy it. And Nintendo isn't so hacky that they just make the same thing, only kind of better. Like, they always find a reason why you need to play the older one because it's different.
Except for in Smash Bros.
I would say there's about 1 million Melee fans who would argue with you.
Okay, but they like Melee not because they like Melee because
you lost.
No, they like Melee just because it was like
you're gonna have to tell an apology. Be careful.
My words are not out of context. No, people.
What I was talking about before, where I was like, I don't care if I make a fighting game fan mad.
Melee is so similar to Brawl and 4 and 5.
Ooh, oh. Here's the thing. I'm not upset at you, but you about to hear it from all two of the people that regularly
They're so
comment.
similar. It's ridiculous how similar they are. Literally, like, I can't even tell where Smash Bros. 4 ended and Ultimate started.
Okay, but you said Melee and Brawl.
Yeah. I mean, they're basically all the same thing. I mean, Brawl had, like, a lot more features in it, like the Subspace Emissary and stuff, but, I mean, like, you could hand both of those games to someone who's never played them, and they would not know you just handed them two separate games.
I'm going to make a restore point here just in case this boss gets a little tough, because I've only got fairies and not a potion. And
because you're weak.
Maybe. It's cool. I got nothing to prove at this point. Okay, so you can smash his face off, I think, with bombs or a hammer. Bombs are kind of easier. Yeah. Ow.
Why
Friggin'
isn't a hammer
jerk.
easier?
Because you got to get right in his face. That thing splits up like that. There we go.
That was fast.
Oof.
Is this the exact same boss from Ocarina of Time that you fight
No.
on Death Mountain?
See, I died. I didn't want to die. I've got a fairy. It's okay. It's going to ruin our game count, but, like, I don't care.
Our game count?
Yeah, at the end. It's your death count, but it doesn't... Even if you save, that's a death, technically. I don't know how you're supposed to do it.
Is it only a death if you save and restart?
No. Save, period. Well, you can't save without restarting, I think. Well, no, you can. Save and continue. It's if you save and quit and try to restart from your house or something, it's funny because it's not deaths, it's games. But even if you use a fairy, that's considered a new game. It's odd. I don't know.
I don't think anyone's expecting us to, like...
it's just
it's
tradition.
Break any records.
Normally, I try to plan a little better and do it all in one sitting.
Like our first playthrough was Mario Bros. 3. No one is expecting that much of us.
No,
that was one of the most excruciating playthroughs we ever did. Because I had lag on my end, so I was useless the whole time.
So a little bit of lore. This world used to be the Golden Lamp. And they go back and forth on this a lot, that the sacred realm where the Triforce resides is another dimension that reflects the heart of the person who possesses it. But then they're like, no, it's just kind of a room. No, it's just kind of behind the castle. Like, they keep going back and forth, but I think this is the coolest.
It's a big waterfall room with giant pendants.
This is the coolest that's ever been, that it is a completely alternate dimension that's like, I always interpreted as a kid to be heaven. I'm like, this is where you go when you die. Ganon died, and he's in heaven, but he got the Triforce. Which is why, even in Ocarina of Time, when they become sages, I'm like, oh, they're dead. Like, everybody's sad at the end of the game because the sages are ghosts now. They have to die in order to gain their power.
I think of it like the hyperbolic time chamber.
It is more like that.
And you go there to just train, and you can get a whole year of training in one day.
It is odd, though, that, like, Mido and King Zora are, like, comforting each other about having lost Saria and Rudo. They make it seem like they're dead, and they flow around like ghosts. But I'm like, wait, are they alive? Or they have descendants?
Yeah, at the end of Wind Waker, the two sages that you create, the Korok kid and the bird girl, they're still alive.
They are.
During the end credits, you see them just chilling out.
But you know what I'm
home.
saying, right? Ocarina of Time makes it seem like that's not the case. Which I think
is
a little more...
ghosts.
I think that's a little... It's kind of cool.
It's better if they're ghosts.
It's kind of gloomy. It's like, if you want to have this power, you have to sacrifice. And the same is true. Everybody has to sacrifice a little something.
When you're doing the dungeons in Wind Waker, when you're bringing around the Korok and the girl with you, and then after you beat the final boss, you leave them in the dungeon.
Well, they have to stay there. They have to stay there and pray. But once the praying's done, it should be over.
Yeah, but during the end credits, after you beat Ganon, you see them back home. Like, they've returned to their homes. They're no longer they lost their jobs.
I think you're also...
What I'm saying is, like, when you kill Ganon, you basically also
to be fair,
characters.
Hold on, because they had a different job. They were not told to seal Ganon. The other sages had to seal him, and in order to seal him away, I think you have to give up some of your life force. They restored the power to the Master Sword. That is a different...
So, you know that scene in Twilight Princess when they show them actually sealing Ganon away?
Yeah, the sages, who are all what? Ghosts. Oh my god.
They are.
Well,
in Twilight Princess, they're just a bunch of white bearded dudes.
Literally speaking, they are the color white, but you don't know what their race is. They're spirits, dude. They're ghosts.
I know. I said white like the color white.
I know.
Like someone painted them with white. But,
yes.
So what I was just gonna say is,
yes, you see them sealing
when they were
away.
sealing away Ganon, one of them did die because Ganon killed one of them.
Even though he was already lacking a kind of he had a weird corporeal form. You know what I mean? Like, he already wasn't.
So yeah. So how did Ganon kill him again if he's already dead?
Destroyed his spirit with his own sword. Didn't he, like, use the sealing sword essentially? So
he killed the spirit. Oh, okay.
Yeah, which you can do. We're in the Dark World right now, and we're gonna kill Ganon's spirit. This guy.
So do you think in heaven there's someone running around with a sword, like killing ghosts, killing dead people, like again?
You mean in real life?
I don't know.
That presumes a lot to begin with.
Well, okay, so just presume a whole lot
Okay.
and then answer the question.
Okay.
Just say yes or no. You can get away with it. Yes
First
or
of
no.
all, before I do that, this tree is alive and he spits bombs and it's adorable. Okay, heaven is real. Is there a guy with a sword there? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
or every
he's killing all the other
all
ghosts.
fiction I've ever read has failed me.
I'm segueing that into the show Preacher, which everyone should go check out because it's friggin' awesome, and it's basically about that. That's basically the premise. In eventually at some point, but like it's such a good show.
Doesn't this guy? I thought he talked. He goes, "Watch where you're going when you're dashing around." I may be thinking of another tree.
You're thinking of another talking tree.
You think of another talking tree, dude? Oh, I think we can go get
So
our
do
fruit
those
now.
trees have anything to do with the Korok forest? Or...
This is before all that, and they kind of made all that up. Is that what you wanted to hear?
What do you mean they made it up?
I mean, they just
this
made
isn't
it
made up.
No, I just mean it had nothing to do with this. It was new.
Link to the Past is based on a true story.
You get what I'm.
Ocarina of Time is complete.
All right, I want you to
bullshit.
see it. So we talked about whether or not I had memorized stuff. See if I know exactly where this flute is, because the last 2 times I've played, I have nailed it.
Top left.
It is in the top left, but I think I know the exact. Oh, I failed this time. Normally I nail it.
I think it's low.
Normally it's right by that flower. Or is it random? Oh, it's in the light world.
Oh.
I'm stupid. Hold on.
Well, that's been another episode going.
No! Don't you want to see the flute?
Spoiler, tomorrow, see
Alright.
the heroic Parker finding the hole.
See ya.